Hi, I'm James Wilder.
And I'm Kayla Snobble.
I am the author of Crptos,
I'm the Angel of Death.
and we're here to talk and reminisce about our time working on the play that you will hopefully soon get to read.
You better. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
So, Jim.
Yes, Kayla.
How did you get the idea to write Crptos?
How did I get the idea to write Crptos? Well, that's actually a really interesting question. I had a very long recurring dream for years, which I still occasionally have, where a black hooded figure would find me either in the woods or on a boat in the middle of the ocean or on a desert plain made of pure white sand, and that figure would float down gently from the air and, either holding a wooden stake or a metal spike with a hammer, proceed to beautifully and brutally murder me.
Okay, that's my character he's describing.
Yep, and I thought that Kayla would be the perfect person to play this character, and could really encapsulate this nightmare I'd had that had terrorized me in my dreams for years.
I don't think this is a compliment that you cast me as that anymore. So secretly you've been having recurring nightmares about me, even before you knew me. That's kind of weird.
It's kind of weird, actually.
Well, that's cool. It turned into a good play.
Yeah, and you really were the most talented person to play the role. So.
Thanks, I know. I don't even talk in the play. I'm just a complete black hood, big black cape, and masked pantyhose over my face so that you can't see my face, and no voice until the very end.
Yeah.
So, pretty creepy.
Pretty creepy indeed.
I didn't kill him, I killed a really terrible human being inside it. You'll read it. You'll know.
Yeah. So, Kayla, you in this role had to use your body a lot more than your voice, obviously,
yes.
Since you weren't
I didn't
speaking.
have a voice.
Which is one of the reasons I really wanted you in the role, because I thought you were very good with using your body to express that. So can you talk about how you figured out how to play the role the way you did? You kind of tapped into.
It was kind of hard at first because it was my second play at college as a freshman, and obviously in real life, even if you don't believe it, I'm not violent, and I'm not the Angel of Death, and I don't go around killing people. I don't do that.
That's good.
So it was weird, and I was still kind of shy and nervous to really go into some, because they wanted me to be more monster-like and crouch over and be, I don't know, scary, which might have been scary, but I think it was just as scary. I was more I was standing up straight and being elegant, and it was a lot of very slow hand motions to point at people and freak them out, or as I slowly walked and come to me. There's a really cool scene where I orchestrated all this chaos, and I just stood there I don't know, V and V for Vendetta. It was cool. It was definitely different. I probably, if I did it now, after having 3 years of acting experience, it would probably have turned out a lot different.
Yeah. I mean, I think what you chose to do worked really well, because, it's a role that required you to be very powerful without being able to show everyone else that you were powerful directly. You weren't needing to just go boo to scare people. You could just point at them and know that you were so big and powerful that you could, rough them up.
Yeah.
But, so what would you do differently now, then, if you were going to play the role?
And I know how to explore characters better. Mm-hmm. Then he's okay, you need to be monster-like. I'm I am being monster-like. I don't know what that means. I don't know. It might have had just a different kind of body type. Maybe after exploring, I would find out that the tall, elegant slowness would have been just as good. Mm-hmm. Would have been the right choice, but I don't know. It could have been some scary monster that runs around and freaks people out, and I don't know. I honestly don't know what I would do.
Well, if we
Can you imagine that? Can you imagine growler, like running onto the stage and like stopping and like looking at you, and then be like, then him like telling you to come over to him, like what was that guy's name? The bad guy.
Which bad guy?
Brandon.
Oh, Kyle.
Kyle.
Yeah, Kyle Jax.
Be like, hey, Kyle Jax, come over here. If he like runs on and is like circling him more and like getting up on him and like smelling him because he was kind of wolf-like.
Yes, you were the wolf of heaven.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if I turned that into more of a wolf kind of character instead of the more like powerful, majestic angel part, because it was describing it as a wolf of heaven. So if I would have been more wolf-like and embodied that some, it would be interesting. A different kind of growler, but just as scary. Maybe scarier in some ways.
Maybe. It'd be interesting to see you do that. You know, if I'd had a ton of money, though, I would have like put you on wires and had you like gently and like slowly drop down behind people.
Whew. Bring your nightmare to life. I don't know if would you have been able to watch that. That'd be kind of.
It's already pretty weird watching you do it. You did very well. So
then now when you have the nightmare, do you imagine the version that you saw me doing, or do you still have your old version?
No, it's still the old version.
Okay, I'm glad I don't want me to be the person who takes over your nightmares. Okay.
That's probably a good thing.
I don't want that.
No,
I
not really.
don't.
This is an addendum to a previous answer. I don't know if I'll have to cut this around or what. Okay, but another thing that inspired me to write the play was I had a girlfriend who was constantly. Wait, let me start that over because I just messed that sentence up. Another thing that inspired me to write the play was while I was working on the play, I was dating someone who constantly saw babies, and when they saw the babies, they would say, "Oh, I want to steal that baby." And it's like, that baby is so cute, I'm going to steal that baby. And they said this every time there was a baby. There's a cute kid who would just like stare at the baby and go, I want to steal that kid. And I'm like, that's creepy. And I started thinking about that. Like, you know, what would, you know, drive a person to actually really want to steal babies all the time? Not just like joke about it, but really want to steal babies. And so I thought about that and came up with the character of Mary, who steals babies.
Cool.
Yeah.
The more you know.